everybody, Lisa Rowberry here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are kind of finishing out this little sniff through that we are doing of the brand new spring and summer catalog that is launching tomorrow, which is crazy. So today we are going to be talking about the spice collection and the bakery collection. Definitely my favorite collections of all of the fragrances. Love, love, love. So since there's only 2 fragrances in the spice collection, I figured this was good to go ahead and combine the 2 categories. There is going to be one more category that I will be doing. That'll finish out this series. That'll be Disney, but that'll be a whole separate video. So look forward to that. But then we will have sniffed our way through the entire catalog together. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the spice collection. So there's 2 fragrances. We'll go ahead and start with cinnamon vanilla. Now, let me know your own personal experience with this if you have warmed this. I'm not a huge fan of anything super cinnamony, but if I'm in the mood, then I like some spice, you know. Definitely not during this time of year. I don't love it during the spring and summer seasons. Definitely fall and winter for sure, but I have given this one a try, and on cold, I like it. I do. I think it's a really good cinnamon scent for what it is. It is a red hot cinnamon scent, but the vanilla, there's like a vanilla finish, so it kind of smooths out that really, really red hot spiciness of the cinnamon. So it works, and I like it. But when I warm it, I don't love it. It smells like nothing. That's just my own personal experience. Let me know what your experience is with this. Maybe I got a bad bar. I don't know. It doesn't smell like wax. It doesn't smell like cinnamon. It doesn't smell like vanilla. It smells like nothing. So on cold, it smells great. And excuse me, who knows? I don't know if it was a bar that I had for a long time. I can't remember. I feel like it was a new bar that I had ordered. I got nothing. But yeah, cinnamon, vanilla, let me know what your experience is on that. The last one for the spice collection is Welcome Home. Now this one is definitely a favorite of mine. I love this. Once again, not during this time of year, definitely for fall and winter for sure. This one to me, it's definitely a spicy scent, but there's more to it. There's a little bit of sweetness to it that I feel like there's like berries or something, like a winter berry, but you get that cinnamon and spice. I love this. It actually reminds me of walking into a craft store, like Michael's or any other craft store. This just smells like a craft store to me personally. Scentsy says, warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. Well, that's a simple description. I feel like there is more to it than just cinnamon and spices. I feel like there's a little bit of a sweetness to this, like berries. I love this. So that's Welcome Home. That's it for the spice collection. Now we're going to talk about the bakery collection. Now, if you have been with me during this series, then you will know that what I have not been doing is sniffing out the brand new releases. I have a whole separate video. I will link that one down below. That was the very first video I did in this series. So I'm not going to be talking about the brand new scents anymore. Let me see if we even have one. We have one. We have one of the brand new fragrances. So if you are interested in sniffing that out, or sniffing it out with me, getting my thoughts on it, if you will, then check out the new releases video. And that is Churro Churro. So I love that one. It does smell really good. Okay, so let's get started on bakery. I love me some bakery scents. So first, we are going to talk about apple butter frosting. I love this fragrance. Definitely one of my favorites. I would have to say it definitely makes like my top 5 favorite scents of all time. I love this so much. This is apple, and I always say this, and I could be wrong, but because I don't know what apple butter smells like, but this to me smells like apple cider meets just a buttercream frosting. It is so good. It's more than just like a fresh apple buttercream. It's like I get like apple cider because there is like a slight spice note to this, but it's sweet and it's rich and decadent, and I love this so much. And it is a fantastic performer as well. So if you love some bakery scents and you love good performers, you should try apple butter frosting. I have had a few people that I have suggested try apple butter frosting and they wound up hating it. So if I did that to you, I'm really sorry. Okay, next is apple cherry strudel. And this is kind of along the same lines. I love it so much. And I'm so happy that Scentsy has decided to keep this around because this was actually a brand new scent last season. So happy it made the cut because it's along the same lines as apple butter frosting, but it's a perfect combination of an apple pastry, but you get just a little bit of the cherry note. I am not a huge fan of cherry scents. I tend to think that they're a little bit too sweet or too artificial smelling, but this is done really, really well. And you smell the apple, you smell the cherry, and it is just like a really warm pastry that you're ready to just bite into. It's so good. Not the best performer in my own personal experience, but I don't even care. I don't care. This, for me, I would rather have it and warm it to salt. I mean, it's a solid performer on the first and second day. I'd rather have it for 2 days working great for me than no days. So I love this. It just doesn't last very long. Next is baked apple pie. And this just smells like that. Baked apple pie. It is heavy on the cinnamon. So if you don't love cinnamon scents, you may not love this, but you can even try mixing this with either sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream just to kind of mellow out that cinnamon. But it smells like a fresh baked apple pie. Oh, I'm not even telling you about any of these descriptions that Scentsy's saying. Scentsy says about apple butter frosting, let's go back a couple of scents. A heartwarming medley of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. So that's apple butter frosting. Next is apple cherry strudel, what we just finished with. Granny Smith cherry and vanilla drizzle. Insist on dessert first. Yes, it is delicious. Okay, baked apple pie. And this is a bestseller. Scentsy says, flaky crust, apples, and spices combined in a strong scent. This is strong too. So if you love some strong bakery scents, you'll love this. Okay, next is blueberry cheesecake. This is also a bestseller and one of my husband's favorites. I remember the moment that I put this in our warmers for the first time, he was like, this is what I'm talking about. Where have you been hiding this scent? Because this scent was one that I haven't always warmed this. This is actually a fairly recent situation in my life because it smells just like blueberry cheesecake. And I know you're probably rolling your eyes like, well, what did you expect it to smell like? But it smells like true, authentic blueberry cheesecake. Like legit, you can smell the graham cracker crust, the richness of the cheesecake, and the sweetness from the blueberries. It is so good. But I was like, do I want my house to smell like a cheesecake? I do. And so does my husband apparently, because he loves this so much. And I love this. I love it too. This is actually making me want to warm it. I might just have to do that. Blueberry cheesecake. This is great. Smells just like cheesecake. Scentsy says this is a bestseller as well. Thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. You can smell every single layer in that. It is so good. Next is blueberry pancakes, and this is a blue wax. And this one, I'm still undecided on. I do like it. I don't like it as much. I don't love it like blueberry cheesecake. I like this. This has, and it almost has like a spice note in there, but it's blueberries for sure. You do get almost like a maple note in there. And then I get some kind of a spice to it. I like it. Like I said, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Scentsy says blueberry and butter accord over light maple make the mood. Yeah, you smell that maple in here for sure. which is what makes you feel like there's pancakes and that they're delicious. I'm just still undecided on it. Next is breakfast blend and a brown wax. This one I can tell you I don't love, and I like coffee typed scents. I don't really want my whole house smelling like it, but I can appreciate it. This to me smells like coffee and baby powder. I get some weird baby powder note from this. I don't know why, but it does. It smells like coffee, but then it finishes out with baby powder. Honestly, maybe if you were to like mix this with sugar cookie, or no, because then, I mean, if you sweeten it up, you're gonna kind of take out the richness of the coffee note. So I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. If you, when it's warmed, if you still get a powdery note, or maybe I'm the only one that gets a powdery note from this. I don't know. Scentsy says, get buzzed on the pure scent of rich, just brewed coffee. And it is predominantly a coffee scent. I just get that kind of strange baby powder from this, and I don't know why. Next is caramel sugar cone, and I do really like this one too. This is a great mixer, but it's also really great by itself. It really does just smell like caramel and an ice cream cone. There's no like vanilla in it, besides the fact that it would be like a vanilla based ice cream cone, but it's good. Oh, that's really good. Scentsy says guilt-free gooey caramel vanilla. See, maybe the caramel is just so like in your face with it. Oh. Guilt-free gooey caramel vanilla sugar cone and a touch of malt. This is really nice. I like this a lot. This is great for a mixer or by itself. Caramel sugar cone. Next one was Churro Churro, and that one was the brand new fragrance that we already set aside. Next is Mocha Doodle. Another brown type wax. Now, if I am in the mood for a coffee type scent, I'm going to Mocha Doodle, because this is coffee, or mocha if you will, but it's also got, it's a little bit sweeter, a little less rich, and it's got almost like a chocolate note to it as well. Ugh, I love it. Scentsy says, and this is an amazing performer too, you guys. Scentsy says, delicious roasted coffee beans and cocoa balanced with sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. It's perfect. If I want a coffee scent, this is not as strong coffee as breakfast blend is, but this is good. This is perfection for the coffee type scent that I would want. Next is sugar. Now, this one I'm actually surprised that it made the bakery section, and I don't want anyone to be like misled in any kind of way if you're thinking, oh, it smells like sugar. No, this doesn't smell like sugar. I love the way this smells. In fact, this is going all throughout my house right now, and I love it. This is, I don't know if it's a complete dupe, but it is very, very close to Aquilina's Pink Sugar, the fragrance, the woman's perfume. It's so nice. This is, it's got like the sweet berries and a sweet floral, but amped up to this beautiful perfumey fragrance. Ugh, I love this. I love this for all over the house. This would be beautiful in a bedroom. Oh, I love it. Scentsy says, fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy. Okay, cotton candy. Rather than berries, it's cotton candy. But yeah, it's cotton candy meets a perfume. Oh, it's so good. So that is sugar. So I guess I can see how it's in the bakery. I would have probably personally put this in maybe the floral section, but oh, it's so pretty. Next is sugar cookie. And this is just a staple around my house. These last two are staples. This just smells like a sugar cookie. This is a great basic scent. This is a great mixer. There's not much more to it. It's just, oh, it's so good. Scentsy says, warm, sweet blend of butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla. No frills, but don't fix what's not broken. It's so good. sugar cookie. Last but not least is vanilla bean buttercream. And I'll give you one guess to see what it smells like. This smells just like buttercream. It's vanilla buttercream. That's, it's really, really good. Sensi says, decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. I do love this. That's so good. It's a definite bakery vanilla. There is a difference because we used to have Simply Vanilla, which was just simply vanilla, almost like a vanilla as a perfumey vanilla. This is very obviously a bakery vanilla, so that's great for my vanilla lovers out there. All right, so we have almost sniffed our way through the entire catalog. If you have been hanging out with me during this series, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what some of your favorite fragrances are from these collections, what you are excited to see come back, or what you're excited to see has stayed. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe and stay tuned for the last video in this particular series, where we will be talking about the Disney collection. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon.